I'll synchronize between the clinks of forks and knives. So I'm extremely honored to be part of the illustrious group of AAPSS fellows who are being celebrated today. This is truly one of the top honors that I have received in my career. And I'm also pleased that Marta Tienda is the president of the organization and is presiding over the event. As I met her close to 40 years ago or so. We were both 5 or 6, I think, at the time, Marta. And she had always been very instrumental in terms of early on providing me data from the 1980 PUMS data, which got me started in terms of my research in demography. So I'm always grateful for that. Now to answer the question at hand, I will speak from the heart as a person of color originating from the lower classes, la gente de abajo, in the lower Rio Grande Valley of Texas, the southernmost part of the country, southernmost geographically, and for the most part also socioeconomically as well. People like me were taught to not to speak up, not to buck the system, to remain loyal to the system, and finding my voice, my academic voice, and my public voice helped me loosen those chains. The most important work that the next generation of scholars need to do is very much shaped by our current societal context. It is not a pretty one, as Marta had indicated. We're talking about the politics of our country, most recently epitomized by the empty seat of the Speaker of the House and efforts to erode democracy. War on the battlefield on 2 fronts and beyond. Warfare against higher education, what is taught, calls for the elimination of tenure, critical voices, and essentially the call to end academic freedom, and warfare against reproductive, human, and voting rights. A broken immigration system that dehumanizes people who seek refuge against persecution, violence, and death. Gun violence that has taken so many lives on a massive scale, and oh yes, by the way, also global warming and climate change. Now is not the time to stand on the sidelines. Rather, the next generation of scholars need to be engaged in public debate and contribute to the many societal challenges confronting us using our best data and our best analytical tools. As I and many others in this room today did, the next generation of scholars will need to find their public voices to communicate their research, addressing the many societal challenges that we face, along with those that are looming nearby. This will involve coming out of our ivory towers and truly engaging with people in the real world, essentially doing public sociology and public scholarship. There will also be the need for a good dose of idealism, skepticism, passion, collaboration, and commitment. Finally, there is also the important way in which our scholarship can contribute to the public good, namely the use of our research in the legal system by providing expert testimony. In this respect, we need to incorporate training in public scholarship and expert testimony in our graduate training. Why? It is the right thing to do. I think in certain respects, the challenges that we face in this country are driven by the changing demography with the aging of the white population and the disproportionate growth of people of color. For the majority, democracy was great when whites had a large numerical advantage, much less so when numbers are waning and many see that their country is being lost. Democracy and demography go hand in hand. We are all still together, as the pandemic showed us, that we are dependent upon each other for our survival. Fortunately, I do believe that many people who form the new generation of scholars are already there or are on the path to getting there with respect to the scholarship that they need to do. There are many young people in our country now engaged in the good fight, telling the powers that be and older generations that their future on this planet has been compromised in so many ways, economically, environmentally, and so forth. I do have hope that we will be in good hands and that many will be involved in public engagement and debate through their scholarship. Thank you.